Audio check, audio check. All right, good Saturday evening in Yabba Dabba Doo, sports fans. Welcome back to Lecom Harbor Center, Buffalo, New York. Game 2. Your Pittsburgh Steel City Selects again. Traveling blacks, gold and white trim. These Buffalo Junior Sabres, home whites, yellow and blue trim. 3 15-minute periods and a long bus ride back to the Berg. We will get this game underway. Girls fell 3-1 in the opening tilt. We'll see if we can get that changed around this time. As we're back for game 2. I'll tell you, it was a long break between games. We had some food brought into the rink. There was a Sabres game going on next door to us. They're as bad as the Penguins, so I don't know what the score is, but the Penguins got killed today, so we will get this game over with and then hopefully not hit Sabres traffic as we're leaving. We should be 30, 40 minutes behind them. If they play like the Penguins played today, everybody will leave early. They're taking on the Rangers. So we'll play 3 periods here. I think Coulter's going to get the action in this game. She's warming up in the net now as we're going to run it back again with these Sabres. We got 1:50 on the warm-up clock. I will be back for puck drop. Stripes is over there doing some ice repair. We've got elderly Stripes and Jesus Stripes here tonight. This guy's got a mullet that would make Yager proud. He's got at least 8 inches out the back of the helmet, maybe more. So we'll go with elderly Stripes and Jesus Stripes for this game. Girls are huddling up around the net. Coulter and Eves are picking them up, putting them away. The Sabres are ready to go. Here come your selects. And they will skate out here for this second game. Jesus Stripes has a good mustache, too. It's quite robust. He belongs in the 70s. But alas, he's here in the 2020s. Looks like we're going to go with Wu, Scarlatelli, and Stevens. And Dull and Blinka, and we're going to do the Mort face-off play here. We're going to send Scarlatelli streaking on this one. We'll see if Wu can push it to her. Jesus Stripes is going to step in and drop the puck, and there it is, and it didn't work. Now Blinka picks it up, chips it down the far wall. It goes into the far corner. Sabres pick it up back there. Stevens pulls a girl down, no penalty early. Got to be careful back there. And here they come up the near wall as Dahl stops, turns it. Wu puts it into the corner. She chases it, can't pick it back up, and it's going to go across. Blinka's going to pick it up in front of the blue line and battle there. Stevens whacks at it. It comes back to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli up to Wu. Wu's going to dump it, and they're going to head for a change into the near corner. Around the back, the Sabres. They pick it up. They shoot it off one of their players. It goes high in the air. Bounces in. Vitodian's going to pick it up, take it behind Coulter. Send it up, and it got tipped by a Sabre, and that one got picked up by McVeigh. McVeigh said that. Oh, no, yeah, McVeigh. McVeigh said that had McVeigh, Mrazek, and McVeigh, Mrazek, and Claherty out here now. As Zivy and Vitodian man the backyard. Mrazek sends it in front, threw everything to the near corner. Sabres pick it up, come back the other way. Vitodian's going to chip over there. Whack it back. That Sabre holds it. Now Mrazek whacks it as a Sabre gets dumped. And Stripes is in the way. McVeigh picks it up, sends it up to Claherty. She can't handle it. And here come the Sabres back the other way again. As Jesus Stripes waves it safe. Vitodian around the back. Up too far for McVeigh. This one comes into the center. Makasinka can't get a stick on it. Sabres back the other way. Sabres around Zivkovic. Vitodian steps in and knocks that one out of there. They battle into the corner. They both end up on the ice. Loose in front. Sabre cheats in, misses everything to the near side. As Zivkovic didn't get a block on it. Vitodian's going to throw it. That'll go all the way down, and Jesus Stripes will let us know that that's going to be an icing. So we'll come back this way. As Makasinka, Salatrick, and Diamond out here with Schilling and Kiesel. We're going to go to the far circle to Coulter's right, the left on your screen. 32 of you on a Saturday night. That's impressive. There's nothing going on in the Berg. I suspect Toddy is sleeping in England. It's way too late in England now. And now we've got the puck coming around the backside, and it looks like Schilling going to come out of there with it. Schilling with Salatrick up ahead. She puts it to her. Salatrick dumps it into the corner. She's going to go chase it. Sabres are going to get their first send it up the wall. Schilling's going to have to retreat. They pick it up as Diamond knocks a Sabre down. Schilling gets in clean. Looks for a trailer. Can't find one. And here come the Sabres up the near wall with it. They send it through. And Kiesel chops that off back to neutral. Saltrick skates over. The Sabres are going to skate by her. Kiesel's going to pick it up again. Kiesel up to Salatrick. Sabre player coming off the bench. Salatrick loses it at the blue line, and they're going to come back the other way. Stevens overskates, and this puck's going to drift back. Sabres are going to pick it up. Now Stevens will pick it up, go down the near wall. Sabres are going to take that away. Stevens chasing. And they're going to come up the near wall. Stevens, Wu, and Shannon as Dahl picks it up, comes back the other way. Dahl down the near side, skates in with it, can't carry it all the way into the crease. And it goes over to the far wall where the Sabres are going to pick it up and chip it by everybody. And Jesus puts his arm up, and it's not going to get there for the icing. And so we're going to go around behind Coulter now. McVeigh out here with Stevens and Shannon. As I think we're caught in the middle of a change. Stevens is going to head off. This one goes all the way down in behind the Sabres goalie. Coach imploring them to bring it up more quickly as they throw it over here into the middle of the ice, and Vitodian's going to pick it back up. Vitodian sends it across for Mrazek. Mrazek can't handle it at the blue line. She gets pulled down. McVeigh skates up. Sabres go by her. Claherty gets a stick in there. Now Zivkovic throws it over off the wall for Vitodian. Vitodian picks it up, sends it up to Mrazek at the line. Mrazek chips it to Claherty. Claherty down the near side. In behind the net, skating. Sabres take it away from her. McVeigh back to Claherty. Sabres take it again. Here they come up the near wall. Mrazek steps in front of that one. Puck stops. Zivkovic picks it up. Sends it back the other way. Sabres pick it up at neutral. Mrazek steps in front of her. Claherty comes out of there with it. Comes all the way in on Coulter. And she has no choice but to cover it with 10:41 to go, first period. So we're going to wholesale change here. Salatrick, Diamond, and Makasenka come out here with Kiesel and Schilling. They're going to go in the near corner. Joey's watching from Ann Arbor. Joey, we haven't needed our rules analyst in a long time. Hopefully we don't need it tonight. As this one goes in behind the net. They come out the far side. Coulter knocks that into the corner. Now Kiesel picks it up. Saltrick down at top of the zone. She's back up. Kiesel passed Makasenka. The girl tried to hit Kiesel and took the worst of that one. Diamond and Makasenka battling with a couple of Sabres. Makasenka put it over for Schelling. That's going to turn into a break down the near side for the Sabres. They pick it up, send it to the point. Saltrick golfs it back out. Sabres pick it up back here and turn, and they're going to take it all the way around behind their goaltender with 10:05 to go. This one chips up. Diamond steps in front of it, whacks it lower. Sabres pick it up, send it out off the wall back to Kiesel. Kiesel tries to go through to Diamond. It goes too far. Saltrick's going to chase it down, but it's going to get all the way to the end wall. She's going to pick it up there, take it around the backside. She tried the old wraparound, and they're going to blow that dead as the goalie covers with 9:43 to go here in the arena. So their live streamer's over in the far corner now. She must have not wanted to contend with me. Although I thought we had a pretty good arrangement worked out over here. She's in the far corner now. So this one comes up the near wall. Sabres chip it out. Shannon, they're going to race down the wall here. This girl's going to pick it up. Blinka gets in there. Centered it. It went over the net. Coulter's out of position. She gets back in the net now. They come on the near side. Coulter with the cover. And we're going to get a stoppage with 9:24. So that was a frantic series where it came in front, went over everything behind Coulter. She got out of position and had to scramble to get back over here to the near pipe and get a glove on top of that one, and she did. So we're going to go in the near circle now. There's the draw. It comes back to the point. Zivkovic could have skated out. Zivkovic put it ahead to Claherty too far. Zivkovic pokes it again, and the Sabres are going to take that away. Stevens comes through center with it, can't pick it up. So Stevens appears to be playing now with McVeigh and Claherty. As this goes, Stevens is going to get around to the near wall. She's going to pick it up there. She's going to stop, turn, throw it out to Zivkovic. Zivkovic asks Stevens, wanted it back. It's loose in front. McVeigh can't get a stick on it. Here come the Sabres back the other way. Vitodian gets a stick in there. Now Zivkovic whacks it over to the wall. Sabres are going to pick it up there. McVeigh's going to stop it, leave it for Vitodian. Vitodian up to Stevens. Stevens tries to hit Claherty, and traffic does. She can't really do much with it. It dies on the blue line, and here they come back the other way. Stevens whacks with the stick. Zivkovic stops that player. Zivkovic gets elbowed there, no call. Not sure why that wasn't a penalty. She's slow to get up, but she seems to be okay. As this puck goes across, gets by everybody. Stevens is going to head to the bench. They're going to wave the icing off on a tip. Zivkovic gets creamed again behind the net. Near point shot. Zivkovic cuts that off. She's going to pick it up and throw it. Sabres are going to cut it off at center ice. And they're going to throw it back the other way. Vitodian leaves it for Zivkovic, who sends it up to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli gets pulled almost off her skates, but not quite, as Vitodian puts a shoulder into that girl. Kiesel chips it up ahead, can't get it to Scarlatelli. They have to wait at the line. It's going to create some battles. And Scarlatelli's going to send it out as Kiesel levels a girl. They send it in over Scarlatelli's head, in behind Coulter. And this game is much rougher than game one. They send it around the back of the net, and here comes Shannon. Shannon up the far wall. Or no, Kiesel rather. Kiesel up the far wall, tried to get it to Shannon, couldn't. Scarlatelli knocked that down. Wu takes it away. Wu chips it in, can't. Now she sends it in past Stripes down the far wall. Sabres player stops, turns, throws it up, and this one will come out on the far wall. Schilling stops it. She gets pushed off the puck. She picks it up now. She skates out of there with it up to Diamond. Diamond ramps it off a Sabres player. Can't maintain it, and comes back past Makasenka. They get by Salatrick. They tip it across to the near side. Shot. That one gets blocked by Salatrick on a nice play. Kiesel tried to put it off the side of the net. It ends up in the near circle, and we're going to get a trip here on Salatrick. And Salatrick's going to get called for a trip here as she pulled the skates out from under a Sabre in the near circle. So they're only calling them when they're obvious. And Salatrick's going to go take a seat for a trip. So it's going to be that kind of game, and Jesus has her stick, the girl that got tripped. He skates it over to the bench. He's checking up. No, it's broken. He made sure they knew it was broken. And drops it off in the bench. So Claherty, Mrazek, Vitodian, and Zivkovic to kill this one. Back to the center of the zone. Bouncing puck up high. And landed on top of the net, and Stripes is going to blow it dead. with 6:49 to go. It hit Coulter, went up high, and landed on top of the net. So now McVeigh subs out for Mrazek. In for Mrazek, I should say. And McVeigh will take this draw. Dies on the dot, as most of hers do. And now Vitodian sends it all the way around. She sends it slow enough that they are not going to... Now they are going to call an icing, even though Elderly Stripes didn't have his arm up. So we're going to come back down here, do it again. 6:39, minute 16 in the penalty to Saltrick. We're going to the far circle. McVeigh's going to take another draw. Drifts back to the Sabres, into the center of the zone. Still loose there. McVeigh battling. Now Vitodian picks it up. Vitodian hits a Sabre up high. Now she chips it back. They pick it up at the red line, send it across. Zivkovic picks it up, get the red line, and dump it down the far wall. Sabres are going to pick it up there with 57 to go in the penalty to Saltrick. This one's loose. Claherty providing some pressure. Up the far wall. Kiesel steps up, holds it, throws it deeper. Back to Claherty. Claherty tries to put it into the center. Can't. She's smothered by the Sabres, and here they come. Sabres coming up the near wall, or the far wall, rather. Into the center, around Zivkovic. Shot. Coulter got a blocker on that, knocked it wide. Shot from the far side. McVeigh got a stick in there and took the momentum off that one. That could have been another penalty there on Kiesel, but they didn't call it. Shot. Coulter got the blocker on that one from the far point. Over to the far, from the near point. Far wall now. Far point. They send it down into the far corner, around behind Coulter. Now back around to the far corner. They send it out to the far point. She can't get the handle on it. She dumps it back down the wall, and that one's cut off by Kiesel. Kiesel's going to skate it out. Kiesel's going to get the red line. Kiesel's going to dump it into the far corner, head for a change, and that'll kill the penalty to Saltrick. So we've got Wu, we've got Kiesel, we've got Dull, we've got Stevens, and we've got Scarlatelli. This one's going to go all the way down, and Coulter's going to knock it into the corner for Dull. Dull up to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli tried to get it up to Wu, couldn't. Stevens comes over and lays a shoulder, and the Sabres are going to send it all the way through to the near wall. Near point. They skate it lower. Around behind. No, Wu sends it up the wall. Stevens fell down, got it over to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli skating. She chips it in down the far wall. Stevens covered in snow. Scarlatelli battling, gets it up the far wall. Out to Stevens, who couldn't do anything with it in the far circle. And now here come the Sabres. They chip it by Blinka. They're going to go chase it down in the corner, but not before Elderly Stripe says icing. So we're going to come back the other way and go to the far circle. And Jesus Stripes will drop this one with 4:36. Oh, Toddy, you are with us from England. Toddy's still watching from England. It's late in England, and she's still up. Assuming Toddy's a lady, I don't know. Maybe that's a bad assumption. Sounds like a lady name to me. Kiesel sends it lower. If it's not a lady, I apologize. Please correct me. As they battle on the corner here, Diamond. Diamond battles Saltrick. Out to Schilling. Schilling sends it. It hit Diamond in the legs. Drifts over to Kiesel. Kiesel cheats in. Kiesel rips one, brains the goalie. And now they're going to chip it up and out. Down the near wall. That's going to go all the way down. And that will be an icing. So we'll come back the other way for this face-off. Here in the near circle. As Claherty battles into the corner with it, sends it up the wall to Zivkovic. Zivkovic gets muscled over here, and the puck drifts out. Back to Mrazek. Mrazek can't push it by this Sabre, and now Zivkovic battling. They continue to battle here, Mrazek and a couple of Sabres. They chip it all the way in. Vitodian's going to have to go and get it. And it is 12:30 in the morning in England, so we're grateful. As this one goes over to the far wall, McVeigh battles. And they're going to push it, and they still can't knock it out. It's in Mrazek's feet. McVeigh gets it taken away. They get a shot from there. It goes up high off the glass. Loose in front. Vitodian's going to have to clean this up. Vitodian tries to bounce it ahead to Mrazek. Couldn't get it through, and the Sabres are going to send it all the way to the end wall behind Coulter. And, so Toddy for Tottenham Hotspur as the puck bounces out. Whatever that is. It's a nickname for the team, so it is a man, so I apologize. Just a dumb American, and I made an assumption. But thanks for being here anyway. I apologize. I thought that was like a nickname for an ant or something. So this one's going to go into the near corner. Wu, Shannon, Scarlatelli. Blanca, Wu, Shannon, Stevens. Blanca and Kiesel. Here comes Shannon up the near wall. Shannon tried to backhand it over to Wu, couldn't get it through. As this one drifts in behind. Wu's going to go battle. Wu's going to come out of it. Nah, she was coming out of there with it. She's still battling with two Sabres, though. Shannon joins in. Shannon comes out of there with it. Shannon tried to get it up to Stevens. Couldn't. Wu out to Blanca. Blanca back down to Wu. Sabres are going to pick that one up. And out they're going to come. Now Blanca's going to cut that off. Wait for the zone to clear. Blanca's going to skate it in. Blanca drops it to Stevens. Stevens couldn't get it on her blade to rip it. They tried to put it back into Stevens. Couldn't get it to her. Now it's still loose. They flip it back out. This is going to go all the way down, and Elderly Stripes is going to be there for an icing. So 2:15 to go in the rink. We're coming to the near circle. And this one's going to come back here for a draw. Diamond, Makasenka, Salatrick, Schilling, and Kiesel. And this one, Salatrick gets a shot off the side of the net. And this one's going to come up the wall and out. Everybody overskated it, and it drifted out slowly back to Kiesel. Kiesel pokes it out. Back to Salatrick, who pokes it by one Sabre, but not another. Diamond, heavy pressure. Diamond, heavy pressure. Behind the net, into the corner. They throw it around the other way. Makasenka skates over. Kiesel skates over. She's going to battle. A couple of Sabres and Kiesel. Makasenka there. Makasenka comes out of there with it. Cuts it over to Diamond. Diamond skates around one over to the wall. Diamond throws it deep with 1:35 in the first. Saltrick comes out of there with it. She loses it to a Sabre near corner. They chip it up. And they're going to skate this out. Up, knocked out of the way by Kiesel. As that player, she touched it, would have been too many. As Diamond separates her from the puck. They continue to battle over there. Makasenka gets leveled. They bring it over to the top of the zone. They skate it into the center, and Kiesel gets it out of there. Kiesel coming up the near wall. Kiesel laid his shoulder, but took the worst of it. And this one's going to come out up the near wall. Schilling's going to chop it ahead. And the Sabres are going to send it back. Oh, it gets by Schilling. Schilling's going to go pick it up behind the net now. She can't get rid of it as it ends up on the stick of a Sabre. Stevens, McVeigh, Salatrick, Schilling, and Kiesel. As this one goes deeper, Stevens is going to pick it up. Stevens is going to chip it out with 34 to go in the period. Sabres are going to go up the... It's going to go through everybody. They're going to wave off the icing on a tip. And Vitodian's going to pick it up on the wall. They're going to battle. No, Vitodian couldn't get it out of the wall. Sabres come out of there with it. Stevens and Clardy collide. Puck goes into the far corner with 13 to go. Zivkovic takes it away to Stevens. Stevens up to Clardy. Can't get it out. Sabres recover. Send it low past Coulter. McVeigh picks it up the wall to the far point. Half wall now. They throw it in front, and Zivkovic knocks that down. We played one. We've accomplished nothing. We'll be back for two. All right, they're coming out for two. Shannon, Wu, Scarlatelli, Blinka, and Dahl. And Wu's going to try the Mort face-off play here. We'll see if Shannon can win one over. It's her backhand, so that's her stronger. Oh, no, it's not. She's a lefty. As I say, Shannon prefers her backhand, so we'll see. Wu's going to go break now, and Shannon doesn't win the face-off. Sabres poke it up the near wall. Blinka rather, gets shouldered. Puck comes into the zone, over to the wall. Blinka's still battling. And this one goes all the way down. Shannon's going to whack at it. Shannon picks it up, sends it up the wall. Sabres have it near point. Shot, knocked down by Dahl, and Shannon's going to pick that up. Shannon with Scarlatelli and Wu. Shannon over to Scarlatelli. You got to be careful doing that at the blue line. And this one's going to turn and come the other way, and now Dahl's going to cut it off. Dahl stops, turns, looks up the ice, gets it into Shannon's feet, and here come the Sabres back the other way. And they're going to be offsides on the difficult second period change. There's a girl standing waiting to get on the bench, and that's going to be offsides. So we will get a stoppage with 14:23. As Diamond's going to take the drop, pushes it back to a Sabre. They come up the far wall into the near corner. Kiesel's going to go battle, knocks the puck off that stick. Diamond battling a Sabre 46 times her size. Around the backside, Kiesel. Kiesel up the wall, can't get it by the point player. Shot. There's a net guard on the ice, and this one's going to come up the near wall as Schilling knocks it high. It doesn't hit the netting, and they keep playing. They're battling in that corner, comes into the center. Sabres are going to cut that off. Kiesel stepped in front of her. Now Kiesel steps in front of this one. Kiesel again. Disrupts it. It goes into the corner. Now they're loose in front. Coulter says no. This one goes over into the corner. Shots are 4-3. Not nearly as lopsided as the first game. Kiesel working hard over there. Gets it up to Salatrick, and that one's going to bounce out. Makasenka's going to turn on the Jets, but the Sabres are far too far ahead of her. And they chip it up. Diamond holds it. Diamond coming in, loses it, going across the zone. Tips it deep and heads to the bench as McVeigh jumps on. Vitodian jumps on for Kiesel. And Vitodian picks it up, sends it back the other way. Too far for Salatrick, but Makasenka was offsides. So we're going to do it again. This time the draw is going to be in front of the selects bench unless Jesus is going to take it to neutral, which he is. So we're going to get a face-off at neutral. Mrazek, Claherty, McVeigh. Vitodian and Zivy. And this one died on the dot again. So now the puck's going to come up the far wall, around the back of Coulter, near corner. Vitodian up the wall as Mrazek gets pushed into the wall. Sabre shot blocked by Mrazek's stick into the far corner after it missed to the near side. Sabres cheat up. It's in McVeigh's feet. They chip it lower. Vitodian's going to have to go battle. Sabre stepped in front of her, skated out, top of the zone, out to the far point. Sabre got leveled there, and they beat they beat Coulter. She didn't even see it from the far point. And it's 1-0. Shot from the far point. I don't think Coulter ever saw it. It came through a morass of people, and it's now 1-0 Buffalo. So this one will come back to neutral. Wu, Scarlatelli, Shannon, Dahl, and Blinka. And Shannon's going to come up the far wall. Sabres are going to poke it back the other way. It's in Shannon's feet now. Dahl. They're battling along the wall, and this one comes back the other way. The announcer does not have his mic working real well, so not that I know who these girls are or care who scored the goal anyway, but if our girls score one and I'd have a questionable call, I won't be able to tell you because he sounds like he's underwater. Shannon tried to center for Scarlatelli, couldn't get it there. And this one comes up the wall. Blinka can't hold it. And Dahl has to stop, turn, pick it up. Dahl under heavy pressure, turns it over right to a Sabre. She dances in. Coulter says no and saves her. And this one drifts in behind the net. A couple of Sabres going for a change as Wu comes out of there with it. Wu put it into Kiesel's feet, turned it over right in front of the net again. Bad pass by Wu. And now they're going to go into the corner. They're beating and banging again. Wu can't chip it by this one. Oh, one of our girls got leveled over there. It was Scarlatelli. No call. Up to Wu. Out. Wu pokes it ahead. Stripes lifts his foot. And the Sabres are going to pick it back up at neutral. Now take it deep behind their own goalie. And they're going to bring it up the near wall. They can't get it out. Blinka held that. Now it's behind the net, far corner. And Scarlatelli got a poke in on that. Another net guard on the ice. Jesus Stripes is going to pick that up. Puck all the way into the far corner. And this one will come up the near wall with Blinka. Oh, Blinka left it. She can't get back to it. Now she got it out, up to Shannon. Shannon tried to get it over to Scarlatelli. Diamond will pick it up. Here comes Diamond as Scarlatelli and Shannon go to the bench. You see Stevens jump on with Makasenka. And here they come up the near wall, past Kiesel into the near corner. That's going to be an icing. So we got Diamond, Stevens, and Makasenka out here, Schilling and Kiesel. Come to the near corner. And they're playing a little Ozzy Osbourne, Bark at the Moon, here in the barn. You don't hear that often at hockey games. Song from my youth. As this one cuts in, Stevens battling for it from her knees. And the Sabres are going to come back with it. They chip it back to neutral. Now they chip it back. Kiesel can't get her stick down. Stevens is going to go into the corner. She's going to get boarded. Where the hell, the no call on that one? Shot from high, missed everything to the near side. And they're going to battle into the corner again. Diamond puts a shoulder into a girl. She gets knocked down, no call. She's pulling a stick out from under her. Shot, open on the back door. She couldn't handle the pass. Goes around behind the net over to the far side. Sabres pick it up there. They send it across to the near circle. They're toying with us now. Over to the far circle. Diamond got cross-checked in front of the net. And they're going to call that on the Sabres. So Diamond got leveled in front of the net. We're going to go on the Canadian Tire power play. Canadian Tire, we're better than Bell Tire. We're going to get a cross-checking call. Dahl's animated in the box. And Claherty, Shannon, Vitodian, Zivy, and Kiesel. Going to the far circle. Claherty. Sabres win another one. They send it around the backside. Comes up past Kiesel. Now they send it back the other way. And we're going to get a face-off coming back the other way. As Jesus Stripes has his arms up. Looking for the puck. Claherty, Vitodian, Shannon. They're going to call Shannon off and replace her with Mrazek, Zivy, and Kiesel. Over to Mrazek. She can't handle it. She's knocked down. Around the far wall, Zivkovic steps up, fell down. Claherty sends it down the wall. Zivkovic sends it further. Vitodian picks it up. Vitodian around the backside. Kiesel's going to step up. Claherty's going to have to cover her high. Center. Vitodian there. Backhand. Another backhand. 3 chances and it doesn't go. Vitodian beating and banging in front of the net. It's still loose. They're beating and banging. Claherty. They still can't get a shot off. Zivkovic over to Kiesel. Kiesel's going to tee one up. Misses everything to the near side. Over to Zivkovic. Zivkovic throws it in front. It's loose in front. Nobody can get to it. And the Sabres are going to whack it. And that's going to be an icing. So we got a couple of shots there. 31 seconds to go in the penalty. Stevens, Scarlatelli, Wu, Blinka and Dahl rather. And we're going to get another face-off here. There's the face-off out to the point. They send it across to Dahl. Dahl sends it lower. Wu's there. Wu lost the puck. Back out to Dahl. Dahl throws it in front, tipped into the near corner. Blinka cheats up. Blinka throws it around back for Stevens. Stevens throws it in front off a Sabre. And they step up, and Dahl can't hold the far point. And here they come. They gain the wall. Dahl riding that player hard. Separates her from the puck. They're still battling. Sticks up. Dahl down. Sabre down. And the Sabres are going to chip it around behind the net. Power play over. They battle into the corner. Scarlatelli's back there. I can't see who else. Wu's going to come out of there with it. Blinka was in the middle of that too. Wu chips it up the wall, and here she comes down the wall. Sabres are going to get there first. Stevens whacks at it. Gets a stick in there again. Stevens shoves a girl down. They battle. Wu. And this one goes into the near corner, where it's cut off by Makasenka. Sent back the other way. Blinka steps up. Blinka throws it into the far corner. She's going to go chase it. Sabres player going to send it up the wall. Kiesel's going to cheat in. Kiesel sends it around. Salatrick wasn't over there. Blinka cheats up. Puts a shoulder. Salatrick down low to Makasenka, who can't handle it. And Salatrick throws it across, and the Sabres are going to be content to send it all the way down, and that will be an icing. 7:17 to go in the arena. We'll get another draw here. McVeigh, Clawhardy, Mrazek, Kiesel, and Schilling. Mrazek taking pressure. They get it out to Kiesel. Kiesel throws it. Got tipped into the far corner. Schilling throws it around back. McVeigh's back there. McVeigh takes heavy pressure. Comes out of there with the puck, at least momentarily. Throws it up the point to Schilling. Schilling fanned on it, and the Sabres poke it out. They poke it out, and they say no icing. Kiesel's going to get there. They can't get it out, though. Sabres have it behind Coulter. They send it lower. Still have it low. Kiesel with pressure. Sabres still have it behind Coulter. They step over Mrazek. Oh, Schilling just gets leveled. And they're starting to get rougher. So we're going to go back on the Canadian Tire power play. And we'll see what's going to happen here. 6:36. Clawhardy, Stevens, Vitodian, Kiesel, and Zivkovic. Got to get this game back under control. It's getting rougher. Over to Stevens. Stevens centers it. Vitodian couldn't get her stick on it. They chip it out, and here they come up the far wall. Clawhardy putting a stick in there. Kiesel, they get around Kiesel. They beat Coulter over the glove. She never even had a chance. Short-handed goal. Coulter never even got the glove up. They got around Kiesel. They got around Clawhardy, and that's a shorty. We might as well just get back on the bus. Time to get back on the bus. Shannon, Wu, Scarlatelli, Dahl, and Blinka. Pull up the bus. This one's over. Blinka. And now they're going to flip it back the other way. Dahl up to Wu. Wu chips it by to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli down the near wall. She gets separated from the puck. Scarlatelli beating and banging in the corner. Shannon sends it lower. They send it up the wall. Shannon cuts that off. Shannon dances around one, levels a Sabre. And now this one comes back out. Dahl sends it up to Shannon. Shannon can't send it in, and that's going to be an icing. So we'll come back the other way. 5:42, 36 seconds to go in the power play. Diamond, Makasenka, Salatrick, Kiesel, and Schilling. As Diamond's going to step in and take this draw. She leaves it for Salatrick, who overskates it. It's still on that dot. Sabres are going to come out of there with it. And here they come. Up the far wall. They gain the line. They're going to go down. They're going to try to keep it. They do keep it. They battle it into the corner. They're going to tie it up there. Scarlatelli pushing. Elderly stripes yelling. They all end up on the ice. So now that wasn't Scarlatelli. That was Diamond pushing. Schilling. They're still tying it up on that wall. They send it out to the far point where Makasenka cuts it off but cannot get it out. We have the advantage and we can't get it out. Now it comes out to Salatrick. Salatrick loses it. The Sabres knock it back in. Penalty over. Sabres throw it deeper as Diamond bodies that player into the wall. And this game's getting rougher. Out to the far point and out. And Makasenka and Saltrick chasing. But the Sabres are going to send it in. Hold it. Diamond golfs it back out. And here come the Sabres sending it back in. And that's going to be offsides. So we're going to come here to the near circle. 4:34. Claherty, Vitodian, Zivkovic, McVeigh, and Mrazek. It's not where they line up, but you know where they go at this point in the season. McVeigh takes a draw. Sabres bring it into the zone over to the far wall. Claherty beating banging. Zivkovic beating banging. Sabres still have the puck. Now McVeigh takes it away. McVeigh up the far wall. Try to put it over to Mrazek. It was behind her, and the Sabres are going to pick it up, come the other way. And you got Vitodian leveled a Sabre right in front of me, and we're getting a penalty here. We're getting Vitodian for that one, which they don't call anything on them, and now Vitodian's going to go sit. So Vitodian's going to go sit for a rough here. Maybe this is Stripes trying to get the game back under control, and if that's the case, I'll welcome it. Because quite frankly, they've let it get out of control, at least in my limited opinion. So we'll see what happens here in the near circle. McVeigh, Sabres come out of there with that one. They skate past Blinka. McVeigh whacks at it. Sabres behind Coulter. Up to the far point. Claherty skates out over to the near point. Off the wall. They chip it by McVeigh. Blinka and McVeigh battling. McVeigh can't knock it out. Blinka can't knock it out. It goes deeper. Zivkovic will pick it up. Zivkovic throws it. Can't knock it out. Shot high. Knocked down by Blinka. Blinka will knock it out. Sabres pick it up. Send it down the near wall. Those two Sabres collide, and this one comes back out. Now they poke it back in to the near corner with 52 seconds to go in the penalty to Vitodian. Zivkovic sends it up the wall, and here comes Claherty. Claherty up the near wall. One player to beat. She tried the toe drag. It didn't work. And now she chips back the other way. She gets leveled, no call. And Sabres are going to pick it up again. They're going to bring it up. Zivkovic's going to send it the other way, and Jesus puts up his arm, and that will be an icing. 3:10, 27 seconds to go on the penalty to Vitodian. We're going to go to the far circle. As Salatrick, Diamond, Kiesel, and Dahl are going to kill the rest of this penalty off. 26 seconds. Shot. Coulter put that to the far wall. Sabres up to the far point. Shot. It's loose in front. Coulter got another pad on that one. Coulter moving quick in that sequence. Out to the near point. Over to the far point. Far circle. Drifting higher. Drop pass leaves it. They send it lower. Dahl's there. Jesus Stripes jumps over it. Sabres take it away from Dahl. Out to the near point. Drifting higher. Over to the far circle. Vitodian jumps out of the box. And now they're going to get it out to Makasenka, but it's going to go past her, and that's going to be an icing. So Makasenka couldn't catch up to the empty puck, and that's going to be an icing. Come back the other way as Stevens, Scarlatelli, and Shannon are going to come out here with Blinka and Dahl. Stevens is going to take this draw. Sabres win one back. Big slap shot. Coulter covers that one up, and Blinka's there to protect her goalie. 2:29. So we're going to take another draw in the same circle. Same players, different time on the clock. Stevens puts it over to Dahl. Dahl can't knock it out. This one comes over to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli chips it ahead. Can't get it through to Shannon. She gets bodied into the wall. Stevens shoulders a girl down. And the Sabres send it back the other way. Dahl bodies a girl on the wall. Stevens bodies another one. She's battling over there for it. They take it away from her. Dahl comes out of there with it. Dahl sends it back around, and it's going to get to Shannon. Shannon has Scarlatelli going, but she's not going to get it to her. Shannon's going to skate it. She's going to dump it. And they're going to go chase it down in the far corner. Sabres are going to come out of there with it. They're going to send it up the wall, and Blinka can't hold it. Makasenka's going to pick it up, come back the other way. And now this one's going to come back the other way with the Sabres. Now minute 38. It's going to go in behind Coulter. And Blinka's going to pick it up. Blinka's looking up for Makasenka. Makasenka gets it to Stevens over to Shannon. Stevens going to head to the bench with a minute 25 to go. And the Sabres are going to pick it up and come up the far wall. This one's going to go all the way down, and that's not going to be enough for an icing, as Schilling's going to have to go chase it. Schilling up the wall to Kiesel. Kiesel to Wu. Wu can't hold it. Comes back, and the Sabres are going to pick it up and send it across ice. Going to whack it ahead, and Kiesel's going to let it roll all the way around. Schilling's not going to get there. And Wu pokes it up the wall. Sabres out to the far point. They send it, knocked down by Wu over to the near wall. 49 seconds to go. Out to the near point. This one comes out, and here comes Wu with it. Wu drops it over to Mrazek. Mrazek gets pushed off the puck by a larger Sabre. And this is going to turn into a break, but Kiesel steps in and cleans it up. Kiesel shoulders the girl into the wall. Kiesel pushes her out of the way, and now Schilling's going to come out of there with it. Sabres push it behind Coulter. They out-muscled Schilling there. In behind the net now they have it. They're going to try the old wraparound. And Coulter still loose. And they blow it dead. And Kiesel's had enough. The girl's poking at Coulter, and Kiesel said no more. She's got a little bit of the beard in her. She's not going to put up with that shit in front of Coulter. So she let the girl know that we don't appreciate that type of stuff. 19 seconds to go here in the arena. And I'll get caught up on the clock as it comes out to the near point. Shot from there, knocked down by McVeigh. Sabres up the near wall. They come out to the near circle. It gets tipped into the far corner where they send it lower. They battle for it. Zivkovic picks it up, sends it up to Claherty. Claherty with 3 seconds to go. Claherty is just going to kill the period. And that'll do it. We played 2. It's 2-0. We'll be back for 3. All right, they're coming out for 3. Zivy and Vitoti, Stevens, McVeigh, and Claherty. Looks like they're going to let Stevens take the draws. Coulter still in the pipes to my... There goes Claherty, but it didn't work. The timing was off, and now here come the Sabres. They dropped the glove on the ice. Claherty's trying to get it in. She's getting kicked and elbowed, and now she gets pulled down. No call. Jesus is literally right there, and there's no call. They got all kinds of gear on the ice over there. They're not calling anything on that. These guys aren't paying any attention here. As Stevens gets stood up as the Sabres flip it into the far end, and they're going to take it all the way down on an intentional offsides. So we're coming all the way back down. As going to change up here. Oh, no, they're going to bring it back to center. I thought he was waving all the way down. Diamond, Makasenka, Salatrick, Kiesel, and Schilling. As Makasenka gets pulled down trying to chase the puck. Schilling can't get in there. They muscle it past her, and Salatrick will send it back to neutral. And the Sabres regroup. They send it across. Now they send it in all the way around the backside. Bad bounce. The ice is choppy back there. And puck comes up the near wall. Sabres send it to the near point. Makasenka gets a stick in there, disrupts the shot. Now the Sabre lost a stick, and she acted like it was the greatest injustice in the world. Diamond knocks it off their stick. She's battling. She gets a skate pulled out from under her. No call. And now they send it up the wall. Diamond is literally getting killed in that corner. No call. Makasenka got cross-checked. No call. Kiesel pushes it ahead. Saltrick gets taken down. And Jesus is going to call offsides. It's apparently the only thing he can call. So we're going to come back into this near corner. Shannon, Scarlatelli, Wu, Blanca, and Dahl. As we got 13:47 to go. Face-off player comes out of the circle with it, takes it lower into the near corner. Now they drift lower with it. They still send it up the near wall now. They're battling over there. See some contact with Dahl. Sabres have it behind the net. This one gets cut off by Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli's going to chip it out past the Sabres. She's going to skate right by her. And they're going to go in behind the net. Sabres are going to pick it up there. Chip it up past Shannon. Dahl steps up. Can't hold it. They're battling. And Shannon came out of there with it momentarily. Sabres took it away from her. And here they come through neutral, one-on-one with Blanca. Mrazek gets back. They get by everybody. And she danced right around Coulter and put it in on the backhand. She went forehand all the way across and then tipped it in on the backhand. And Lily doesn't know what to do right now. She got beat pretty bad there on a breakaway. Girl just had too much speed for her. 13:01, it's 3-0. Claharty, McVeigh, Mrazek, Zivkovic, and Vitodian. As this dies on the dot and comes across. And the Sabres send it in deep around behind Coulter over to the far corner where Vitodian pushed it up. Now Vitodian will send it out ahead to Claharty. Claharty tries the toe drag, didn't work. She regains it down the far wall. Tries the toe drag again, didn't work. Gets it to Mrazek. Mrazek puts it in front, and McVeigh got shoved out of there. Claharty stops, turns, throws it into the corner. McVeigh gets pushed off the puck into the wall, and now they come up the wall. And Zivkovic is going to leave it, and the Sabres are going to come back the other way. Mrazek got a stick in there. Zivkovic takes it away, sends it back the other way. Sabres are going to pick it up, go across. Vitodian's going to step in and knock that girl down. They're calling the result there. They're calling the result. Now, Claharty knocked him down. So I think they called the result there, not the action. Fuzzy agrees with me. Vitodian stepped in front of her. The girl fell down, and they called the result. So that's a terrible call, in my opinion. Teresa agrees. As Diamond, Salatrick, Kiesel, and Schilling are going to have to kill this one off now. 12:06, a minute 30 to Vitodian again. Sabres take it over to the far circle, send it lower. And Kiesel's going to pick it up, send it up the wall. It's going to bounce over into the near corner where Schilling's going to pick it up. Schilling up the wall, try to get it to Salatrick breaking. It didn't work. Now they send it down, and Schilling steps in front of that one. Two Sabres and Schilling. Sabres come out of there with it. Shot. Coulter struggled with it a little bit, but eventually got it in the glove. And now it's 11:41. Minute 6 to go in the penalty to Vitodian. Salatrick, Diamond, Blanca, and Dahl. Blanca going to come out behind the net with it, send it up the wall. Sabres take it away from her. And Sabres out to they send it out on their own. Saltrick turning the Jets on. Sabres going to get there first. Saltrick hit her and almost caused her to bubble it. Goes up the far wall. And around behind the net now. Sabres send it up. Cut off by Dahl. Dahl picks it up, sends it back the other way. Dahl gets in front of that player. She keeps skating with it. Diamond, now Dahl. Now Saltrick. Saltrick, they recover. Get a shot off. Saltrick blocked that one. She hits it hard up the near wall, but not out. Shot. Missed everything to the far side. 10:56 to go. And the Sabres send it out to the top of the zone, now near circle. Now they send it back up to the top of the point. where they're going to send it lower into the corner. Up top of the slot, nobody there. Over to the near circle. And now they send it into the middle. Now on the far circle. Shot. Knocked down by Blanca. Blanca has Stevens, but can't get it up to her. And this one comes all the way back down as Stevens joined the ice for Vitodian coming out of the box. They send it lower, the Sabres do, and Salchuk battling. Now Dahl, and they skate by everybody. Oh, we got Diamond pulling a Sabre down there. This one's going to go all the way. They're not going to call icing. Stevens skating hard. She's not going to get there, though. She slowed the player up. She fell down. Another player skates back to pick it up. Stevens skates over, gets a stick in there again and disrupts it. Up the near wall. Now Zivkovic can't. Oh, she did hold it. And just based on their faces, it didn't look like she did. Zivkovic and Makasenka battling with three Sabres. Bounces off Stevens' shoulder. Stevens hits it lower, and the Sabres are going to get there first. They're going to go up the far wall. Makasenka fell down. Vitodian poked it off a stick. Sabre dove to hold it. And Vitodian's going to send it up the wall. Makasenka battling there. They send it into the zone. Vitodian. Now Stevens. Stevens sends it. And they're going to wave it off on a tip. And Clardy's going to go chase him down. Clardy can't get a stick on it. Scarlatelli holds it. But they're going to say it was offsides. Come to the near dot with 9:08 to go. Scarlatelli, Wu, Shannon, Kiesel, and Schilling. Wu going to take this draw. Sabres come out of there with it. Wu takes it back momentarily. Now the Sabres go to the far wall. They drop it back. Wu pressures. Here come the Sabres. Schilling. Schilling picks it up. Tries to put it to Wu in the corner. It went too far. Wu's going to get there, but the Sabres are going to knock it up the wall. Scarlatelli's going to get crunched. Shannon's going to step in. Kiesel can't hold it. It drifts all the way back. Kiesel sends it to a Sabre. And here it comes up the wall all the way in behind Coulter. Where Schilling's going to put it around for, I don't know who that was. Wu's going to send it up the wall. That was Shannon. Now the Sabres pick it back up. Wu whacks at it. Scarlatelli whacks at it. Wu fell down, pulled the Sabre down on top of her. And here come the Sabres back the other way. Kiesel steps in front. Centering pass shot. Missed everything to the far side. It's in behind the net now. 8:09 to go. Kiesel battling back there now. Wu joins in. Kiesel. Girl's holding her stick. Kiesel's just ripping it. Girl turns and whacks Kiesel. Keep an eye on that. Now it's going to go into the corner. Girl took it off Kiesel. She stops. She turns. Kiesel steps in, takes it off her. Kiesel pokes it all the way around. Schilling. Schilling's going to get there, send it back around for Kiesel. Kiesel has Scarlatelli going. Can't get it to her. And that's going to be an icing. 7:35 to go. 12-4 the shots. 3-0 the goals. Joey wants to know if we're playing the Bills. I don't know, Joey. These Buffalo teams are rough. This coach, we had a run-in with this coach last year on the Bisons. He coaches these teams to play rough. We've seen him before. He's a physical coach. They go right to the rules and beyond, and they get away with it up here. It's a much rougher game of hockey up here. As Dahl falls down trying to get it out, she does. Sabres are going to throw it back in. They're going to pick it up on the far wall, send it lower with 7:18 to go. Saltrick back there. Up to the near point. They're going to get a shot off. Coulter gets a pad on that. Diamond pushes it to the far wall. Makasenka can't clear it. This one over in the corner. Blanca up to Makasenka. Makasenka will clear it this time. Saltrick racing back. They go D to D in front of it. Makasenka separates that player from the puck. Blanca stops it. Blanca sends it back the other way, and the Sabres pick it up, go D to D. And Saltrick steps in front and separates that player from the puck. Makasenka sends it in. Diamond working hard, and the puck along the wall. Diamond pushing, beating, banging. A couple of Sabres there. Now Saltrick joins in. Sabres take it behind their own goaltender. 6:30 to go. Up the far wall. They fumble it. Blinka steps up. It comes out. Makasenka lifts a stick, takes it away. Here she comes the other way with a little bit of room. She's going to dump it and head for a change. As McVeigh comes on with Vitodian, Zivkovic, Mrazek, and Claherty. They send it through neutral. Claherty whacks at it. McVeigh takes it away, sends it back the other way. Claherty picks it up. Claherty collides with Mrazek. McVeigh overskates. Zivkovic leaves it for Claherty. Here comes Claherty with a little bit of room, not much. Claherty, she's going to try the drag. It worked up by one. Claherty shoots, misses everything to the near side. And there's a couple of sticks on the ice back there. Not quite sure whose, as a Buffalo player went to the bench. Claherty skates out with it. She gets a shot off. Goalie puts that into the near corner. There come the Sabres up the near wall. They're still skating up the near wall. They get a shot off. Coulter knocks that down. Zivkovic's going to have to clear it out. She does. Sabres regroup. They send it D to D with 5:25 to go. Vitodian, McVeigh, Mrazek, Claherty, and Zivkovic. Zivkovic can't handle it behind the net. Sabres come out of there with it. Put it through the goal mouth. Goes over to the far wall where Mrazek's getting out-muscled by a bigger Sabre. Now Vitodian steps up. Vitodian falls down. The puck pokes the puck out from the ground. Claherty shouldered off the puck. And Wu steps up, can't hold it. Stevens over there can't. Now comes back the other way. Vitodian. Sabres down the far wall. Vitodian shoulders her off the puck. Back to another Sabre. Shot. Coulter gloves it with 4:50 to go. So Stevens, Wu, Shannon, Schilling, and Kiesel, 4:50 to go. 3-0 Sabres. Shots are 14-5. We'll get this draw in the far corner. As Jesus Stripes is taking his good old time getting out here. Shot. Coulter put that to the near wall. Wu's going to go. She's not going to get there. That's going to go all the way down. And now, no, they wave it off. Sabres get there first behind their own goaltender. Stevens steps over. Stevens takes the puck away momentarily. Now she picked it up. Stevens. Oh, in front to Shannon. Shannon on the backhand, and the goalie said no. Shannon was on her preferred backhand and just didn't get a lot on it. And this line's coming off. Diamond, Saltrick, Makasenka. 4:29. Schilling and Kiesel are going to stay. Come to the near circle. Diamond draws it over to Saltrick. Saltrick gets beat off the puck. Here come the what the hell? The Sabres up the near wall. They send it all the way down. Kiesel's going to go chase it. Kiesel in behind. Kiesel pushing the player and the puck. Loose in front. It gets cleared off, and it comes to Makasenka. She loses it top of the zone. Regains. Sends it ahead to a Sabre. Sabres poke it in past Schilling. They center it. Kiesel cut that player off. Forced the puck over to the far wall. Now the Sabres pick it up behind. Stick. Chopped right out of Kiesel's hands. She picks it back up. Here comes up. They cannot get it out. Sabres hold. They knock it down. This time Kiesel will pick it up. Kiesel's going to skate it out now. She's so frustrated with it. Got it out about 8 feet, and then Diamond sends it back to the blue line where the Sabres are going to send it across. Schilling's going to pick it up. Schilling over to Kiesel. Cut off by a Sabre. Just didn't get enough on the pass. In front, Coulter can't get anything on it. It's loose behind. It comes all the way around to the near side now. In behind Coulter. Sabres still playing with it back there. Kiesel sends it up the wall. Makasenka's not going to get there. They hold it. They come down the goal line. Loose in front. Coulter can't get anything on it. It's still loose in front of her. She dives, and now we're going to get a cover with 3:10 to go. So we're going to get another draw in the near circle here. Mrazek, McVeigh, Claherty, Dahl, and Blinka. Near circle. 3:10. Drop it there, and I'm back in sync. Battling in the corner. Loose, low circle. Shot, Coulter. They lay that down, and Blinka gets knocked down. Stick to the face in front of the net. No call, of course. And I don't know what Elderly Stripes is doing. He fell down. Elderly Stripes fell down. Now he's back up. It's embarrassing. as Clardy tried to tip it out. This time she does. No, she couldn't. It's loose across the top of the zone. Clardy's cherry picking at this point. She's not, now she's back in the zone. Loose across the top. Shot. It's rolling. And Coulter's going to cover that one up with 2:45 to go in the arena. And Stevens, Scarlatelli, Shannon, Zivi, and Vitodian come out. 2:45. Stevens will take this draw. Stevens muscled off the puck. Comes in tight on Coulter. She saves it. Vitodian battling on the back wall. Stevens going to go join in. She pushes the girl into the wall. They continue to battle back there. Stevens knocks it to the corner. Sabres continue to battle. Stevens gets knocked off the puck. She's down. This comes loose. Now it's Vitodian coming with it. Vitodian up the far wall. Vitodian gets her stick held. She gains it down the far wall. Vitodian with a shot misses everything to the near side. Shannon in the corner. Shannon puts it on net. Now the Sabres have it behind the net. They're going to send it up the far wall. Scarlatelli tried to get a stick on that. Couldn't. Comes back into center. Oh! Vitodian got absolutely leveled. No call. How are they not calling these penalties? Vitodian got absolutely leveled. Stevens coming up the ice now. Stevens loses it coming into center. She hits the wall. With 1:43 to go, Stevens wrestles a girl to the ground. She's smiling. You're not going to call them that way. We're going to do it too. And now they're killing them. And this game is officially getting out of hand. This game is officially getting out of hand. These referees are terrible. As Scarlatelli got leveled. Or no, it was Vitodian that got leveled. It was Vitodian that got leveled, and these referees are terrible. They've let this game get out of hand. And they're helping Vitodian off the ice. Tina's going over. Let's see what's going on. McVeigh, Mrazek, Clardy, Zivkovic, and Kiesel with 1:34 to go. They send it over. Out to Zivkovic. Zivkovic shoots. It's loose in front. They're beating and banging. They're going to come back to the same circle with 1:27 to go. At this point, we just got to get out of here. These stripes aren't going to keep these girls safe, which is, quite frankly, their only job. And the Sabres are going to have it behind the net. I'll put this on that coach. He teaches these girls to play rough. We've seen this before with other teams he coaches. Kiesel picks it up behind the net. She stops, she turns. She's going to come back up the near side. Can't get it to Clardy as Clardy falls down. They wave off the icing on a tip. 1:03 to go. At this point, we just need to get out of here without an injury. I'm afraid Lindsay's already hurt. As now we're going to go over to, it's loose in front. Goaltender's going to cover. And they're beating and banging on Clardy in front of the net. 52:09 to go. So we're going to get another draw on the far circle. Diamond, Makasenka, Salatrick, Dahl, and Blanca. And Tina's coming back around, so maybe we'll get an update for you, Lindsay Vitodian fans, before this stream's over. As this Sabre falls down. Now they have it behind the net. I'll get an update from Tina. Dahl can't hold it. And they overskate it. Sabres are going to pick it up shorthanded. Blanca's going to knock her down. And quite frankly, they deserve it at this point with the way they've played all game. And here they come up. Blanca's coming back with it. Blanca across the Salatrick, down the near wall. And the Sabres are going to bring it up the far wall. They're going to send it back behind the net with 24 to go. Up the wall, Blanca's going to hold this one. Sabres are going to pick it up. Dahl's going to skate over and separate that player from the puck. Dahl. Sabres are going to pick it up there. Dahl still battling. With 9 to go. At this point, we just need to get out of here. Blanca sends it ahead. Sabres are going to cut that off. With 2-1, and that'll do it. Game over. I'll bring you the handshake. Get over the YouTube delay. Tina never did come back, so I didn't get an update on Vitodian. And this one's over. Typical Buffalo game. This is how they play up here. No regard for the rules, and I blame it on this coach. We've seen this from him before when he coached for another organization. It's a bit classless if you ask me, but what do I know? Give you the handshake, get over the YouTube delay, and we'll take the long bus ride home as always. Thanks for watching. Sorry I don't have a Vitodian update for you, but Tina never came back to the fan area. I'm not sure if we're going to have a game before Mid-Ams or not. Worst case, next action, Mid-Am District Championships. Until then, have a good rest of your Saturday, and we'll talk to you soon.